Hello guys, Sorin here. Welcome to the class 5 methods to use effectively Instagram stories. I'm very glad and excited that you have decided to be here with me in this class, and thank you very much for joining me and for your attention. As you probably already know because you have joined this class, Instagram just launched its new service which is called Instagram Stories. It's something that is very similar with Snapchat for those of you who use Snapchat. Practically you can do a more interactive type of media right now, like a presentation, a short slideshow that it's up on the platform only for 24 hours and can be active only for certain followers of yours. This type of presentation can contain photos, videos that you create, and practically you will be able to make like a collage and obviously send a more complex story, a more complex message to your audience, a more engaging type of media, and you can also practically monitorize who will see this type of media, and practically it offers a new type of let's say marketing on Instagram, and it's practically a waste not to use this new type of media, right? So in this short class I will show you practically 5 methods to use this type of new service from Instagram more effectively, okay? Practically to make your work a little bit easier, to say so, okay, and to get better results if you want to, okay? So let's dive into the information. First of all, I wanted to have like a short briefing with you guys and tell you exactly, for those of you who didn't try yet or had the time to play a little bit around with Instagram stories, it's actually very simple to use. First of all, in order to be able to use Instagram stories, you have to install your latest version of Instagram or to update your app on your smartphone, even if it's iOS or Android version. Then practically you go to your Instagram app, you open your app, okay, and in order to create a new story you will have a plus sign in the upper left corner, and you press that up sign and you will start a new story, okay? It's just like practically starting a new presentation, a new PowerPoint presentation. If you guys have used PowerPoint, okay, it's very similar. So then what you do is you will take a photo, okay, the first practically, let's say the first slide from your story. You take a photo by pressing the button, or you keep it pressed for maximum 10 seconds to make a short video, okay? After that, what you will do with your new photo or video, you will practically select a pen type, because you have the option to doodle, okay? You can select a pen type to doodle on your new photo or video. You can add emojis using your keyboard, or you can apply color filters, okay? Then you will press the button done. You now have a slide from your story, and you can add a new one if you want to, okay? After you have your story put together, after it's done, you press the check mark when you are ready, and now your story will be published, okay, towards the followers you want to see your story, okay? So this is how you basically use it, okay? Actually very simple. Now let me show you those 5 tips I was telling you about earlier that will practically make your work with Instagram stories much easier. So let's dive into it, okay? Now, tip number 1, be private, okay? Maybe some of you guys also have a large following and you don't want everybody to see the stories that you share. By the way, your stories will automatically be deleted after 24 hours, which is great for those of you who don't want to have their stories out there forever, okay? So practically how you can be private, okay? How can you set certain followers to see your story and others don't, okay? So you can control who you want to be able to see your story or not. You go to the small gear button on iOS, or you enter on your story, scroll down to access the options, and there you will find the settings for privacy, okay? And you can set there whoever you want to see your story or not, okay? You can also control who you want to be able to comment to your story, to your publication, and who cannot comment on your publication, okay? This is very important. Maybe you don't want to have comments at all, just like shutting off comments on YouTube, because there are a lot of creepy people out there who leave out strange comments. That's how you can do it here, okay? You can set it on private. Nobody can comment to your story and maybe write down a couple of weird stuff that have nothing to do with what you have shared, okay? So this is a very cool feature that they have added to this new service, okay? Now let's go into tip number 2. repurpose your content that you create for your stories. This one, it's a very cool one, because you obviously want to use your content in which you put effort and work as much as you can possibly do it, okay, and maximize your results from it. So as I've told you before, your story is automatically deleted after 24 hours, so you might want to save your slides. And how you do that, you can go to your story on each individual slide. So you press on your story, you go on each individual slide, you press the button download and save your photo or video in your roll. You can afterwards publish your slides as normal posts on Instagram, or if you want, you can use them for other purposes, maybe even for other social media networks posts. Maybe you like a photo so much you want to share it also on Facebook, okay, or I don't know, on Pinterest, or on any other social media network that you might use, or maybe you even want to use it on your blog, okay. The idea is that you can save this stuff before being deleted, and afterwards you can use it however you want, okay. Now, tip number 3, be effective, okay. You have some tools that Instagram integrated in this new service of stories, okay, when you are editing your story, your photos, your videos, that can help you be more effective and not just walk around the app or the new service and not knowing what to do, okay. So first of all, you'll see that when you edit your photo or your video, you have a left-hand slider that's created so you can change your pen point size, okay, when you are editing, and it can be very helpful because obviously you are changing the size very easily. Then you can practically don't have to go on each of the filters, okay, to apply a filter. You just have to swipe left or right on your screen, and you can see different types of filters on your slide, okay. And obviously, probably at the first sight, you will see a number of colors, okay, down the screen from which you can select. But if you hold down a color pressed, you will access the full color palette that you have at your disposal there, and it's a huge color palette, just like any other that you can use for editing photos or for drawing in any type of app, okay. So you have a full color palette from which you can choose different types of colors, okay. You just have to hold that color pressed down, and it will open for you in practically a new small window, and you can choose any type of color you want from there, okay. And that's also very, very simple. And I think all of these 3, let's say, small tips can help you be more effective when editing, and it can help you move faster when creating your story, right? Then we have tip number 4, which is making use of your texts. A lot of people I see don't make use of text when they are using Instagram, okay. Though it can send a very powerful message, it can be a very good call to action, it can actually even send a story. So what you can do is also to be more effective when you are using texts, to drag and pinch to resize and rotate your text, so you can do everything, okay, from dragging and pinching. You don't have to do anything else. And also something that I've tried out and seems to work very well is, before you are adding the text, to paint behind the text to make it stand out, and it actually looks very cool and it really stands out, okay. So try to do that, it will be amazing, okay. And as I specified to you before, use text to send out your story and message, okay. Maybe you want to promote a new product, a new service, you have a special offer that you want to promote through your story, or or you actually want to tell a story, and each of your slides can be practically a part of your story, and you can add text to, let's say, give flow to the action, okay, to give flow to the action, to underline certain important points and so on, okay. So make use of your text because they can really play an important role in your story, okay. And with that being said, we are getting to tip number 5, which is the last one. And if you are a marketer, you should use stories for better marketing. Now, let me tell you why. Because of this new tool, you can engage with your community on Instagram like never before. Okay, you have access to a new type of media, and you can post content that is more interactive and offer a different view, more fun and attractive for your followers. And you can also measure the impact by seeing who viewed your story, okay? Go to your story, scroll down, see everybody who viewed it. So you have like an analytics tool for your disposal to see exactly which is the impact of your story. And how you can use stories, very simple. You can use stories to promote your events to future different types of customers, maybe even testimonials, okay? Make product demos, show people new products, how they work, or prepare them for a new product launch, and even make them special offers, okay? Maybe you want to make a special offer during your story, during those 24 hours, maybe a coupon in the last slide of your story or something like that, or a product that you want to give away for 50% off, okay, or something like that, okay? So you can use it in different ways. You just have to be creative, but these were just some examples of how you can use it, okay? Now guys, thank you very much for your attention. Our short class about how to use Instagram stories is coming to an end here. I hope you will apply these tips and that you found them helpful. I'm looking forward for your feedback regarding Instagram stories and the results you got with it. And I'm looking forward to also see you in other videos and classes as well. I wish you all the best and maximum success. Bye bye till next time. Sorin here.